Hello students, welcome back to OMGHN Academy. I hope you are all doing very well. In today's class, we are going to learn Class 10 Mathematics, Chapter 11, Trigonometry, Exercise 11.1. Students, in this exercise, we are going to solve questions based on sine, cosine, tangent, and cotangent. Don't worry if trigonometry looks difficult in the beginning. Once we understand how to identify the opposite side, adjacent side, and hypotenuse, most of these questions become very easy. So, in today's class, I will solve every question step by step, and I will also show you the important points that you should remember for your examination. Keep your notebook and pen ready. And whenever I say try it yourself, pause the video and solve the question. Okay, students, let's begin with question number 1. In a right-angled triangle ABC, the lengths of AB, BC, and CA are 8 centimeters, 15 centimeters, and 17 centimeters respectively. Find sine A, cosine A, and tangent A. Okay, students, first let us understand the triangle. We are given AB is equal to 8 centimeters, BC is equal to 15 centimeters, and CA is equal to 17 centimeters. Now, the largest side of a right-angled triangle is always the hypotenuse. Here, 17 centimeters is the largest side. Therefore, CA is the hypotenuse. So the right angle is at B. Now, our reference angle is angle A. With respect to angle A, the opposite side is BC. Therefore, the opposite side is 15 centimeters. The adjacent side is AB, which is 8 centimeters. And the hypotenuse is AC, which is 17 centimeters. Now, students, remember the three important formulas. Sine is opposite divided by hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent divided by hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite divided by adjacent. So sin A is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. Therefore, sin A is 15 by 17. Now, cosine A is adjacent by hypotenuse. Therefore, cosine A is 8 by 17. And tangent A is opposite by adjacent. Therefore, tangent A is 15 by 8. So, students, our final answers are sin A is 15 by 17. Cosine A is 8 by 17. And tangent A is 15 by 8. Very good. Remember, students, always identify the sides with respect to the given angle. Now, let's move to question number 2. The sides of a right-angled triangle PQR are PQ is 7 centimeters, PR is 25 centimeters, and angle Q is 90 degrees. Find tangent P minus tangent R. Okay, students, first observe the right angle. Angle Q is 90 degrees. Therefore, the side opposite angle Q is the hypotenuse. So, PR is the hypotenuse and PR is 25 centimeters. We know PQ is 7 centimeters. We need to find QR. So, by Pythagoras theorem, QR square is equal to PR square minus PQ square. Therefore, QR square is equal to 25 square minus 7 square. 25 square is 625. 7 square is 49. Therefore, QR square is equal to 625 minus 49. That is 576. Therefore, QR is equal to 24 centimeters. Excellent. Now let's find tangent P. With respect to angle P, the opposite side is QR, which is 24. The adjacent side is PQ, which is 7. Therefore, tangent P is 24 by 7. Now let's find tangent R. With respect to angle R, the opposite side is PQ, which is 7. The adjacent side is QR, which is 24. Therefore, tan R is 7 by 24. The question asks us to find tan P minus tan R. Therefore, 24 by 7 minus 7 by 24. Taking the LCM, we get 168. So, 24 by 7 becomes 576 by 168, and 7 by 24 becomes 49 by 168. Therefore, the answer is 576 minus 49 divided by 168. That gives us 527 by 168. Therefore, the final answer is tan P minus tan R is 527 by 168. Excellent, students. Let's move to question number 3. In a right-angled triangle ABC, the right angle is at B. We are given A is 24 units, B is 25 units, and angle BAC is theta. Find cosine theta and tangent theta. Okay, students, since the right angle is at B, side AC is the hypotenuse. We are given B equal to 25. Therefore, AC is 25 units. We are also given A equal to 24. Therefore, BC is 24 units. We need to find AB. Using Pythagoras theorem, AB square is equal to AC square minus BC square. Therefore, AB square is 25 square minus 24 square. That is 625 minus 576. Therefore, AB square is 49. So AB is 7 units. Now our angle theta is angle A. With respect to angle A, the adjacent side is AB, which is 7. The opposite side is BC, which is 24, and the hypotenuse is AC, which is 25. Therefore, cosine theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. So cosine theta is 7 by 25, and tangent theta is opposite by adjacent. Therefore, tangent theta is 24 by 7. So our final answers are cosine theta equals 7 by 25. Tangent theta equals 24 by 7. Very good. Now let's solve question number 4. If cosine A is equal to 12 by 13, find sin A and tangent A. It is given that angle A is less than 90 degrees. Students, cosine A is adjacent by hypotenuse. So we can imagine a right-angled triangle where adjacent side is 12 and hypotenuse is 13. Now we need the opposite side. Using Pythagoras theorem, opposite square is equal to 13 square minus 12 square. 13 square is 169. 12 square is 144. Therefore, opposite square is 25. So the opposite side is 5. Now, sin A is opposite by hypotenuse. Therefore, sin A is 5 by 13. And tangent A is opposite by adjacent. Therefore, tangent A is 5 by 12. So students, the final answer is sin A equals 5 by 13. Tangent A equals 5 by 12. Remember this very useful triangle, 5, 12, 13. It can help you solve many trigonometry questions quickly. Now question number 5. If 3 tan A is equal to 4, find sin A and cosine A. First, divide both sides by 3. Therefore, tan A is equal to 4 by 3. We know that tangent is opposite by adjacent. So we can take opposite side as 4 and adjacent side as 3. Now we need the hypotenuse. By Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square. That is 9 plus 16. So hypotenuse square is 25. Therefore, the hypotenuse is 5. Students, we have obtained the famous 3, 4, 5 right triangle. Now sin A is opposite by hypotenuse. Therefore, sin A is 4 by 5. And cosine A is adjacent by hypotenuse. Therefore, cosine A is 3 by 5. So our final answers are sin A equals 4 by 5. Cosine A equals 3 by 5. Very important, students. Whenever you see 3, 4 and 5, remember the 3, 4, 5 right triangle. It is very useful in trigonometry.
Now students, question number 6 is a proof question. In triangle ABC and triangle XYZ, angle A and angle X are acute angles such that cosine A is equal to cosine X. Show that angle A is equal to angle X. Let's understand this carefully. We are given cosine A is equal to cosine X. Also, both A and X are acute angles. For acute angles, cosine is a one-to-one function. That means two acute angles cannot have the same cosine value unless the angles themselves are equal. Therefore, since cosine A is equal to cosine X, we can conclude that angle A is equal to angle X. Hence proved. Students, in a proof question, don't simply write the final answer. Always mention the given condition and the reason for your conclusion. Now students, question number 7 is a little more interesting. We are given cot theta is equal to 7 by 8 and we have to evaluate two expressions. First, let us understand what cot theta means. Cot theta is adjacent by opposite. Therefore, we can take adjacent side as 7 and opposite side as 8. Now let us find the hypotenuse. By Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to sin square plus 8 square. That is 49 plus 64. Therefore, hypotenuse square is 113. So the hypotenuse is root 113. Therefore, cosine theta is 7 by root 113. And sine theta is 8 by root 113. Now let's solve part 1. We have 1 plus sine theta multiplied by 1 minus sine theta divided by 1 plus cosine theta multiplied by 1 minus cosine theta. Students, don't expand everything. There is a simple identity here. We know that 1 plus x multiplied by 1 minus x is 1 minus x square. Therefore, the numerator becomes 1 minus sine square theta and the denominator becomes 1 minus cosine square theta. Now we know the identity. Sine square theta plus cosine square theta is equal to 1. Therefore, 1 minus sine square theta is cosine square theta and 1 minus cosine square theta is sine square theta. So the expression becomes cosine square theta divided by sine square theta and cosine by sine is cot theta. Therefore, the expression is cot square theta. We are given cot theta is 7 by 8. So, cot square theta is 7 by 8 whole square. Therefore, the answer is 49 by 64. Excellent students. Now let's solve part 2. We have 1 plus sine theta divided by cosine theta. We already found sine theta is 8 by root 113 and cosine theta is 7 by root 113. Therefore, substitute these values. We get 1 plus 8 by root 113 divided by 7 by root 113. Now multiply the numerator and denominator appropriately. We get root 113 plus 8 divided by 7. Therefore, the final answer is root 113 plus 8 divided by 7. Very good. We are given tan A equal to 3. We know tangent is opposite by adjacent. So we can take opposite side as 3 and adjacent side as 1. Now find the hypotenuse. By Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to 3 square plus 1 square. That is 9 plus 1. Therefore, hypotenuse square is 10. So the hypotenuse is root 10. Therefore, sine A is opposite by hypotenuse. So sine A is 3 by root 10. Cosine A is adjacent by hypotenuse. So cosine A is 1 by root 10. Now look carefully at angle C. Since the triangle is right-angled at B, the two acute angles A and C are complementary. Therefore, the opposite side for A becomes the adjacent side for C. So, sine C is 1 by root 10 and cosine C is 3 by root 10. Now the first expression is sine A cos C plus cosine A sine C. Substitute the values. We get 3 by root 10 multiplied by 3 by root 10 plus 1 by root 10 multiplied by 1 by root 10. Therefore, 9 by 10 plus 1 by 10. That is 10 by 10. And 10 by 10 is 1. Therefore, the answer to part 1 is 1. Now let's solve the second expression. Cosine A cos C minus sine A sine C. Substitute the values. We get 1 by root 10 multiplied by 3 by root 10 minus 3 by root 10 multiplied by 1 by root 10. That gives us 3 by 10 minus 3 by 10. Therefore, the answer is 0. Excellent. Students, remember the most important three formulas from today's class? Sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse. Cosine theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. Tangent theta is opposite by adjacent. And remember, cotangent theta is adjacent by opposite. Most importantly, don't just memorize these formulas. First, identify the angle. Then identify the opposite side. Then identify the adjacent side. And finally, identify the hypotenuse. If you follow these 4 steps, trigonometry becomes much easier. Now, I have a small challenge for you. If tan A is equal to 3 by 4, can you find sine A without looking at your textbook? Pause the video and try it yourself. Write your answer in the comments. And if you understood today's lesson, don't forget to subscribe to OMGHN Academy for more class 10 maths lessons, exercise solutions, exam tips, and important SSC questions. Keep practicing, keep learning, and remember, students, mathematics becomes easy when you understand the logic. See you in the next class. Thank you, and all the very best factorial